Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. Yeni videoya hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Markus dayımızı kimin öldürdüğüne dahil yeni bir videoya hepiniz tekrardan hoş geldiniz. Bunu ikinci defa söylüyorum. Şimdi yeniden bu sefer ya geçenki bölümde zaten Markus dayımızı kimin zehirlediğini öğrenmiştik. O videoyu da izlemek isteyenler için kartlara koyarım zaten. Oradan bakıp izleyebilirsiniz. Şimdi Markus dayıya doğru zehiri vermeyip yanlış zehiri verip oradan bir yol izlemek istiyorum. Bakalım bu sefer sonucu nasıl olacak? Orada bir iş yapabilecek miyiz? Videoya başlamadan önce yani kanala abone olup videoyu beğenirseniz çok sevinirim. Artık oyuna geçebiliriz bence. Kurguyu dinlememize gerek yok
You need
zaten.
to shake them off, Abby. This whole rotten family. Don't answer
Burayı da
it.
geçebiliriz.
Come on, Abby. Ignore
Zaten
her,
burada
please.
şey
She
fark
knows how to leave a
etmiyor.
message.
Cevap versek veya vermesek bir şey değişmiyor zaten. Yani bütün ipuçlarını bulduğumuz için artık.
See? Was that so hard?
That felt weird.
You know, your mom gave me a big pitch at the meeting. Told me that I should be selling my share to the rest of the family. I told her
burayı
Dad
bence
left me the
geçebiliriz.
business, and they would get my share only.
Okay, everyone pick your team, please.
Toby, do you want to team up with me?
Did someone just say my name?
Yeah, I was.
Fine.
Jun teyzemizle oynayacağız.
Who's next? Okay, ready? Question 1. Grime legend Capsy recently described my debut track as sick, but what is the track called? Or is that too easy? No, I think it's okay. Let's start easy and see how we go.
Oh, I completely zoned out of that. What was the question?
What is Lottie's song called?
Songs from a strangulated cat? Ballad of a teenage narcissist hoe. Actually, I do know what it's called. She's rammed it down our throats enough times. It's called vibing it. What does that even mean? Sounds like a massage chair. Or a sex toy.
Şöyle diyelim.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what it means. I think Lottie just thought that it sounded good.
Yes, well, I don't want to debate it with you. Just answer the quiz.
Okay. So, my first track is called Vibin' It. There must be a lot of fans here because nobody got it wrong.
Yes, nothing to do with the fact she's been torturing us with it for months.
Question 2. This one's going to be a bit more tricky, but I'm sure you all know it. So, I recently designed a magazine shoot around my favorite book. What is it?
Does Lottie read? Can Lottie read? She can't have got much further than the very hungry caterpillar. That's probably too advanced. Did she ever master the alphabet, or did she get arrested at I? That would explain a lot.
I think it might be The Hunger Games, or at least that's the only book that I know Lottie's definitely read. She was going to read the rest of them, but then the films came out, so yeah, she just...
Bored now.
Okay. Hunger Games.
The answer is The Hunger Games. Ugh, seriously, that book is so good. Like, once you've read The Hunger Games, why read anything else? I haven't. Let me just think about question 3.
I wish you had been at the meeting, just to see the look on your face.
What do you mean?
Oh, didn't your precious Uncle Marcus tell you?
What?
He burnt his hand. Poor lamb. Well, I burnt his hand, accidentally, but I rather wish I'd thought of it.
What happened?
Well,
Yani
I had a
buraları
little getting us
atlayabiliriz.
into giving her praise and compliments. It is pathetic.
I do honestly think she'll say her eyebrows.
The answer is Obviously, my eyebrows.
Good Lord, she's worse than I thought.
I was really surprised when my fan said that. You know, I was like, what about my legs or like my teeth or my eyes? And they were like, oh yeah, we love them all too, but like it's really hard to pick a favorite. And I was like, yeah, there.
Sweet succulent hell is she talking about?
Okay, so question 4. How many times has Dad taken me to Dubai?
Oh, Christ. Put that
Burayı
down.
da
Well, I was gonna say
geçebiliriz
14.
şu
Yes,
an.
well, you're not exactly Carol Vorderman, are you? So just put the answer in.
I'm sorry, but the answer's definitely
Buraları
14.
bildiğimiz için
What
böyle
are you
hızlı
doing?
hızlı atlıyorum ama
So
yani
the
hem
answer is
videonun
14
süresi
times.
uzun olmasın
I love it so much.
hem de yani
Well,
farklı bir sonla
I'd
bitirmek
say
için.
well done, but I think we both know that was more luck than judgment.
Right, that's all the questions I've got. Someone else can go now.
She's only done 4 questions.
At least we got a few points that round.
I don't know why I even do these things. I mean, I don't care about winning, although I do quite like beating people. Still, a few more of these, and it'll be wiped from my memory like tears in the rain. What's that from? Is it from a film? Oh, Christ, it's not one of Lottie's lyrics, is it? God, better forget that. It is better to forget things. It just makes life easier.
Are you okay?
You do know there's something wrong with your sister, don't you?
What, just in general?
No, I'm just
Or-
saying she's behaving very oddly at the meeting. You know, all night checking her phone
Yani
up and
burayı
down.
da
To...
atlayabiliriz.
Speaking with your Auntie June is like trying to charm a rattlesnake. But I think we got some useful stuff.
Burayı da atlayalım.
Yeah, signal's not great here, guys, so I'd rather do my round later.
I can give it a go.
Burayı da atlayabiliriz. Bradley ile oynayalım yani bu sefer de.
Hey Bradley, how are you? Who's that on your t-shirt?
Yani burayı da
Never heard of Keith Wilson Keys before.
geçebiliriz. Bradley'e ne düşündüğünü
Shall I go
soralım.
with Beethoven then? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I know Beethoven died in a thunderstorm, and you can still visit his grave. So,
Well, I'll just go for him then.
why do people listen to happy music when they're not even happy? It just makes you feel worse, you know?
Did you
Toplantıyı
mean
soralım.
Mum played this at the meeting?
I think so. But
Burayı da
someone kind of
atlayabiliriz.
takes photos. Maybe someone gave it to her.
Ne diyelim burada? Yani şu an hatırlamaya çalışıyorum da daha önce ne dediğimizi. Toplantıyla ilgili soru
Did you see
soralım.
anything else?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah. This next piece is so obvious, I considered not doing it. But for some reason, it's been going round.
Zaten buraları biliyoruz.
Listen up, guys. My signal seems to have settled down a bit, yeah? So let's do my round now. But listen.
As if you
Şimdi
never speak to me.
şunu
Ever again.
teyzemizle oynayacağız.
Hi.
And just like that, I've got a headache.
Sorry.
Burayı geçebiliriz.
Just like his father. Complete,
Arthur diyelim.
utter embarrassment.
Shall we go with increase?
Well, it's 50-50, Abigail. I'm sure you can handle it.
The answer is increase. Things are only going to get worse unless we act.
Well, what a lucky guess. Congratulations. You have the equivalent brain power of a flipped coin.
Thanks.
Question 2. Which greenhouse
Bizi
gas
aşağılıyor
traps
yani
more of the
teyzemiz.
sun's heat? Carbon dioxide or water vapor?
Another 50-50. It's clearly as much as Toby's tiny mind can take. Just goes to show it can cause permanent damage having one's
Su buharı
head
diyeceğiz ki
permanently stuck up
olaylar
one's own
bizim
arsehole.
istediğimiz akışta gitsin.
Well, I've got a good feeling about water vapor.
So the answer is water vapor. Bradley, my breath isn't a greenhouse gas. Please take this seriously.
You fluked 2 in a row.
Well, I'm just glad we're getting them right.
Yes.
Daha
So glad.
riske atmayacağız.
Seems like we make a
Çünkü
pretty good
akışı
team.
bozmak
Seagull.
istemiyoruz.
Jet engine.
Question 3. As a result of climate change, over 200 species of frog have gone extinct. And that's just since the 1970s. But what's the biggest threat that frogs face?
I might not have to guess this one. I actually saw a documentary the other day.
You watch documentaries about frogs?
Yeah, I guess. Well, it was about a lot of different animals. Anyway, I think the answer is disease. Warmer climates.
Yes, whatever. But if you ask me, the biggest danger frogs face is the French.
So
Put something down, Abigail, before he moves on.
I'll go with diseases.
The correct answer is disease. Warmer climates mean
Şu an
diseases can
video zaten
spread
10 dakika
very easily. So it's
civarında
not just
oldu.
us in the firing line, guys.
Sanırım
that
bu
was
video
easy.
25-30 dakika civarında falan
Question
olur.
4. What percentage of the world's coral reefs have died over the past 30 years?
Sick. I've had enough of this. Toby, are any of these questions going to be not depressing? I mean, normally just the sound of your voice is enough to make me want to end it all. It doesn't need any more encouragement.
Oh, sorry, Mum. What, you want me to do more stuff on the fun side of our planet dying? You know what? I really tried with
İnsan
this, but I can
kendi
tell by the
çocuğuna,
answers I'm getting that
oğluna-
none of you are taking this seriously. So, someone else can do a round now. I don't care
Bu kadar
anymore.
aşağılar mı? Hadi
At least we got
yeğenini
some points.
aşağılıyorsun.
I just want to beat your mother. I just want to see the look on her face.
Auntie June, I have to ask you about something. About Uncle Marcus.
Do me a favour. The next time you speak to that asshole, you tell him to stop asking questions about Daddy.
Granddad.
Yes. He was pestering your Nana about it all night at the meeting. It really quite upset her.
What was he asking about?
What you have to understand about your dear Uncle Marcus is that he has a very hard time moving on. He never quite got to grips with the fact that his mother died giving birth to him. And his father, my daddy, your grandfather, hated him for it.
Granddad hated him.
Well, that's what Mummy always told me.
I never knew that.
She said even after they got married, your grandfather could never quite forget what happened to Marcus's mother. And Marcus was just a constant reminder. Mummy says that's why Daddy killed himself.
I thought you died in an accident.
No, that's just what we told other people. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is it?
Every night I can hear their voices. Shouting, screaming at each other.
Who?
That's the last time I ever saw him. Just watched the back of his head as he walked out the door. Only I could remember what they were saying to each other. He was shouting at her that he hated her. And it stopped. And I crept up to my room. I used to like looking at the stars. And I thought Mummy would be coming up to bed. But then I saw her moving slowly across the lawn towards the lake. And she had a wheelbarrow with one of Daddy's suits inside. I didn't think it was strange because she was always destroying Daddy's things, to prove a point, to win an argument, but why would you put a suit in a wheelbarrow? Well, unless I'm just imagining it, it's so hard to remember the truth, when you spend so many years trying not to remember anything at all.
Auntie June, something terrible has happened to Uncle Marcus.
Oh, what else shit is he coming out with now? Has he got aliens coming after him? Is that it?
What?
The thing you have to understand about your dear Uncle Marcus is that he's a nutter. Complete paranoid fantasist. Do you know, 1 year, he thought his business partner was trying to kill him. Yes, said he was getting threats, anonymous emails anonymous. He's probably sending them to himself. So he got shutters put on all the windows, surveillance cameras everywhere. Do you know what happened? Nothing. Obviously. Your Uncle Marcus lost his marbles a very long time ago. He's dangerous. Don't trust a word he says.
Yani şu durumda hani kendimin kaldığını düşünüyorum da yani o öyle söylüyor, bana inan diyor, beni zehirlediler diyor. Bunlar
Kid,
paranoyak diyor.
we need to
Yani
talk.
şu an yani
Abby, please.
çok dengesiz bir
Please.
ortam yani.
If we had more time, I could explain.
You said this was real.
It is real.
How can I trust you? How can I trust anything that you say now?
I'm not paranoid. Some guy was making threats. It wasn't in my head. Oh, okay, so maybe I took the threats a little too seriously, but how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know he wasn't gonna follow through? How was I supposed to know that? As far as I was concerned, the guy was nuts. And then June got a hold of it, Abby, and the whole thing got twisted. And I don't know why I didn't tell you. I don't know. I didn't want to scare you.
So why are you telling me this time?
This time, Abby.
It just doesn't make any sense. You tell me this story that someone's tried to kill you, and now I find out that you've done this before.
This is not the same.
How?
Abby, I'm fucking dying! Look, Abby, you either trust me or you don't. And if you don't, then this whole thing is done. And you're never gonna know the whole story. Is that what you want? Is that what you want, Abby? Just know this. I'm the only person in this family that would never fucking lie to you.
Markus dayımıza bir tur daha güveniyoruz.
I believe you.
You don't know how much I needed to hear that, Abby. Especially with how I'm feeling right now.
So, listen, I think some of the stuff Auntie June told me could really help us. You okay?
Fuck! No! I just spat out a bunch of fucking maggots!
There's nothing there.
Fucking everywhere!
Uncle Marcus, I can't see any maggots.
Fuck! Abby, get help!
What?
Fucking snake! This fucking snake, Abby, is choking me!
There's nothing there.
What?
There's no snake. It's really not there.
Hallucinations have started, Abby. Doc says once I start seeing things, you can count how long I have left in minutes.
I better get back in there then.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you much longer.
Uncle Marcus? What is it?
I'm out of time. No use pandering to their egos anymore, kid. I won't be around long enough. If you want to save me, you gotta find the truth. Good luck, kid.
Bakalım bu sefer sonu ne olacak, onu da merak ediyorum.
I guess this is it.
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you, I can do it.
This quiz has been enough of a disaster so far.
Oh, let your sister have a go.
It'll be chaos. Look at her.
She's just had a couple of drinks. No harm in that.
A couple of drinks. She's had a cellar full.
Look, Nobody has anything ready, but I do. I have questions, lots and lots of questions.
Can I team up with you, Mum?
Oh, I just know I'm going to regret this.
You are going to play nicely, aren't you, June?
Of course I am. I always play nicely. I'm delighted.
Burada büyük anne ile oynayacağız.
Oh, Abby, love, you really don't look right. Is everything okay? You know, no one would think less of you if you need to call it an early night.
I can't just go.
Of course you can. I really think you should, love. I think it would be better for you.
Question 1. Who stole my car when he was 14 and drove it into the side of a bus stop?
Oh, crikey, which one was that now? It was Toby, wasn't it? Some protest or something. Wait, no. Was that with a quad bike?
Burada yani her zaman şunu seçtik. Yani acaba bunu seçsek daha farklı bir yere ilerleyebilir miyiz acaba? Onu da merak ediyorum ama. Yani biz bildiğimiz yoldan ilerleyelim ama.
Nan, I need you to tell me everything you remember about the meeting.
Oh, love, it was a load of fuss about nothing.
I really need to know what happened.
So,
Hush now, we're missing the quiz.
the carjacker was Bradley. My son stole my car, and everybody said it was my fault, even though I'd only asked him to reverse it into the drive. Anyway, c'est la vie. Question 2. What is the point?
Oh, no.
That's what I want to know. What is the fucking point?
Nan, is Auntie June okay?
She's got a lot going on. You know how she is. She can be reckless. She doesn't really care about looking after herself or anyone else. Ever since her dad, you know, ever since then, she's had an awful temper, a violent temper. She was forever getting into fights at school and after school. I tried my best, but...
Daha fazla soru soralım.
Nan, do you think Auntie June could ever hurt someone? I mean, seriously hurt someone? Nan, please, if there's something that you're not telling me, if you saw something at the meeting...
I didn't see anything at the meeting, but...
But what?
I'm just thinking about your Auntie June. Has your mother ever told you about what she did when she was at university?
No.
One day she came home early and overheard the girls she was living with making fun of her in the kitchen. That same night, June offered to cook them all a meal. She cut up tiny bits of raw chicken and mixed them in. Well, she gave them all such bad food poisoning that one girl nearly died. When they told June she could have killed someone, all she said was, yes, that was the point. Thankfully, the girls never pressed charges, and the university threw June out, but as far as they were concerned, that was the matter resolved. I know she's my daughter, but it frightens me sometimes what that girl could be capable of.
Yani büyük
Well,
anne,
this is taking ages.
burada
So the answer I was
suçu
looking
kendi
for
üzerinden atmaya
is...
çalışıyor.
Hang on, what was the question?
Abby, I need you.
What is it? What's the matter?
Time's up. Doc says if I take the right antidote now, I might just make it. I can't trust my brain right now, kiddo. I need you to pick one. It's okay, Abby. Whatever happens, happens.
Yani şu an
Just choose,
zehir bu.
please.
Panzehir bu. Ama biz bunu seçeceğiz. Bakalım sonunda ne olacak? Eğer büyük anneyi tekrar suçladığımızda orada ne diyecek?
Polonium 210.
Thanks, kid. Okay. Bottoms up.
Fondip. İç bakalım.
No. Marcus! Marcus! Marcus!
Markus dayı Mortingen.
No. No. I'm gonna find out who did this. I won't let you down again.
Devam
Abby,
edelim.
where have you been?
Oh, she's doing it for attention.
Be quiet, June. Are you okay, love?
You're gonna have to speak up, Abs. There's some pretty heavy rain here.
Is she frozen?
No, if you look closely at her throat there, you can see she's still breathing. Ah, this is live.
Shut up.
What was that?
Just shut up, all of you!
Abby, if I were you, I'd think very...
İbiciğim. Şu an büyük annemizi bir kez daha suçluyoruz. Bakalım bize neler söyleyecek bu sefer. Bir önceki videodaki söyledikleriyle aynısını mı söyleyecek?
Nan, we need to talk.
What is it, love? What's wrong?
Marcus is dead.
What do you mean, love? Has there been some sort of accident?
He's dead, Nan. You killed him.
I'm lost. Is this part of the quiz?
It was you, Nan. I know it was you. I know you killed him.
Prove it. You can't, can you?
I'll find...
Oh, Abby. What a stupid girl you've been. You know what this means, don't you? Now that Marcus is dead, his share of the business comes back to me. I own all of it. You'd be amazed what you can make disappear if you wave a big enough number in someone's face.
It was you.
Please, Abby. If you value everything you have, everything this family's given you, let it go.
Vay vay vay. Görüyor mu büyük anneyi? Gördün mü sen şu büyük anneyi? Yeterince parası varsa herkes her şeyi görebilir diyor yani. Yapabilirim diyor. Tehdit ediyor bizi. Keşke orada yani farklı bir yere daha ilerleyebilseydi oyun. Yani bu videolukta bu kadardı arkadaşlar. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum. Başka bir videoda, yani bu oyunu daha muhtemelen çekmem. Başka bir video çekersem o videolarda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.